Brooklyn Legal Services has been serving Brooklyn's low-income communities since 1968. The Brooklyn Low-Income Taxpayer Clinic was established in 2000 as we were helping clients transition from welfare to work. We serve clients who are Spanish speakers, Russian, Polish, Haitian Creole, Chinese, Urdu, Bengali, Yoruba, and many, many, many other languages.
We're sitting at a brownstone in Brooklyn Heights, a few blocks from South Brooklyn Legal Services office. We work with low-income Brooklyn residents, and a lot of our clients are immigrant workers. About 40% of Brooklyn's workforce are immigrants, and we see a lot of immigrants who work in the service sector, restaurant industry, and construction. And these workers often need help asserting their rights and claiming credits to which they're entitled. We had a Spanish-speaking asbestos removal worker come to our office seeking help with thousands and thousands of dollars in self-employment taxes that he owed for his job. Once we started talking to him about his job, it became clear to us that he was not a self-employed independent contractor, but instead his employer should have been paying their portion of Social Security and Medicare tax for him for years. We helped him file a petition, and as a result, the employer is going to pay thousands of dollars in late taxes, and the client will have more money in his pocket. Our client was initially afraid of losing his job, but being New York City, we realized he would be able to find another job with another asbestos removal company. One client, for example, was a Russian hairdresser who supported 3 children of her own. She was surprised to find that her earned income tax credit, child tax credit, and dependency exemptions were denied. She couldn't read or write in English, however, and she had a really tough time getting any answers from the IRS. Her employer offered to do her income taxes for her for free. She gave him her children's Social Security cards and birth certificates, and he claimed her 3 children as his dependents on his tax return and got the earned income tax credit that was intended for her. When she came to us, we were able to identify the documentation she needed to claim the credits for herself: her children's birth certificates, Social Security cards, letters from schools, a lease, and letters from doctors. Once all of that information was submitted, the IRS reprocessed her return as a head of household with 3 dependent children, and she was able to get earned income tax credit as well as additional child tax credits. As a result, we were able to help our client get over $6,000 in credits for that year. Her total annual income is a little over $12,000, and therefore, she was able to pay the back rent on a rent-stabilized apartment that she was living in with her 3 children. If we hadn't assisted our client in claiming her income tax credit, she wouldn't have been able to pay her overdue rent on her affordable apartment. She and her 3 children would have become homeless. I answer the hotline in Russian and Spanish, and am connected to an interpreter service where I can speak to any client in any language that they speak and give them tax advice. If it turns out they have an issue that we can help them with, we'll take their case and we'll represent them. The hotline has available interpreters in any language. We've spoken to clients in Hindi, Bengali, Yoruba, Chinese Mandarin, Chinese Cantonese, Polish, Ukrainian, and Arabic. We can serve a client in any language they speak, I mean literally. To overcome fear and mistrust about lawyers and government, we partner with neighborhood organizations. One of the neighborhood organizations we work with is the Family Justice Center that provides a wide range of services to victims of domestic violence. We train social workers, hospital staff, and people working in prosecutors' offices to identify potential tax problems with their clients and refer the clients to us before their paychecks are garnished. Our client was able to keep herself and her 3 children in her home.